Good morning! So I just had about 100% of the feedback on my Instagram saying they'd like to do a guided meditation. So this is, I just came outside to do a little yoga. It could start raining, so if it does, I'm gonna stop, and my phone might not record enough. So I'll just go through the meditation that I do for myself before I start yoga. And if you are spiritual, join. If you're not spiritual, join. If you're really unhealthy, join. If you're really healthy, join. If you're really distracted and ADD, join. If you're really calm and meditative, join. If you have never meditated before, that's totally great too, join. All the benefits are that we train our mind to focus. So we hear that we want to quiet our mind, but the reality is that actually we just don't want to be controlled by our mind. So you still will probably hear your voice, your thoughts, your feelings, but you just come back to the breath. You just come back to the breathing, come back to the counting. I really think I find it very beneficial to count, because in my mind, or have an affirmation, a word, counting really says, okay, my brain, as I'm going into a lower brainwave, wants to think about work, wants to think about this relationship, wants to think about this scary situation that happened or could happen, and problem solve, right? Or so what we're doing is we're just saying, brain, not right now, we'll deal with this later, and we come back and we go back to the counting. And from what I was taught in my Tao training is that as you meditate and calm the nervous system, which in the morning we kind of want to wake up the nervous system in a healthy way. We don't want to go into fight or flight, but we need to be alert, right? Sympathetic. When you start to lower the brainwave, we start to see our mental and emotional patterns. And with that, we come back to the breath, back to the Dantian, Danjan, Second Chakra. This is like a meditation that you don't even have to believe in, but you practice it and you're gonna see some really great benefits. You'll become more focused, more strong, more aware, and you'll achieve your goals quicker. Oh, I already feel the rain. All right, so let's do this. So sit cross-legged or sit however you can that's comfortable. You can even sit on a chair. I like sitting upright and stacking my spine, lifting my shoulders and kind of rolling and dropping them back. And this stacks the vertebrae so that everything in the spinal cord is aligned. And just gently drop the chin, just a little bit, not much, just a little bit. And there you go, you're already doing some meditation by focusing on the body. I put my peace fingers together facing up and just quickly scanning, that my arms aren't bent in too much, they're not out too much. I imagine about a foot, so we'll just do this right now. So sit with me. And you can close your eyes, but if you keep them open, just guide your eyes down through your nose onto the ground. And what we will do is we're going to open the crown chakra. So just visualize this tiny, bright light about 1.5 feet above your head. It might be 2 feet, just wherever your intuition says. And if you don't have an intuition about it, just create it, imagine it. This tiny dot of light just starts to grow into a ball of sunshine, and pull this energy from it. So like a charge, an energy charge into your crown. Open up the crown chakra. Imagine the same thing, a little ball of bright light, tiny little speck. Imagine it growing to the width of your head as if it's a crown. Okay, and this is either going to be white light or gold light. You choose, whatever you want to visualize. And then bring that crown, higher self energy down through the crown, through the center of the head, meeting at the third eye. Hold it there. Bring it down through the center of your face and into your throat. Hold it there until everything relaxes, feeling that throat chakra. Again, you have these chakras, so these little pinpoints of light, let them grow open down to the center of your chest. I always was focusing up here, which is the high heart chakra. We do have a chakra there, but go to the center of the chest, same thing, in the center of the body there. Tiny speck of bright light, and let it grow open, and then let this beam of higher self light continue through to the center of your stomach, solar plexus. Beam of light there, let it grow. kind of take a breath or two into it, just relaxed. I'm not focusing on the breathing so much right now. And then down to the second chakra, which is 1 to 2 inches below your belly button and 1 to 2 inches inward. Just visualize this little speck of bright light, almost like a laser pointer, like if you see it on the wall, like that tiny light, but really, really white or really, really gold. And then allow it to open and grow. And then down to the root chakra. So the root chakra, I always used to feel it kind of just, if I was sitting down, just maybe a little bit past my bum. But in the Tao training, we were encouraged to move the energy up. And in ancient Taoist practices, as well as other ancient practices, I say to engage your sphincter muscle, but you're pulling energy and you're grabbing the energy and pushing it back up into the second chakra, which is the one we did just before, so the one just below the belly button. So you're going to go to that root chakra, little speck of light, watch it get bigger. And then kind of engage that sphincter muscle and pull the energy up into the second chakra. This is how martial arts work. So if you have never done practice martial arts before, often in say like oh my goodness, brain fart for a sec. Taoism. This is how they practice the chi. These are the first steps to growing energy. Okay, so pulling that energy into the second chakra is vital and key for becoming very strong physically, mentally, and spiritually. So now you're going to bring your inner eye to the center of the earth. And just imagine the heat of the earth, the fire, the lava, the worm energy. And just with the intention of pulling up the loving, warm energy from the earth. Now guide the warm chi of the center of the earth up, 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 into your root chakra. And then grab it and pull it up with your intention into your second chakra. And just keep it there for a second. Focus on the second chakra. So now you have the heaven energy, higher self, and the earth energy mixed in this chi in your second chakra. And you're just going to sit there with that visualization. And if at some point you'll feel energy. If you're advanced at this, you can kind of pump your lower belly with your inhale and exhale to keep that dantian warm and warming the intestines. This is good for your digestion and your immune system. And your chi at some point when it's strong and warm, as long as you're not having sex, as long as you're not opening your legs too much, as long as you're not talking too much, as long as you're not too scattered, which all comes with the practice of exactly what we're doing now. So if you are all those things, because it's easy to be any and all of those things, it just takes time and practice. Just be easy on yourself. And then when that's warm, you feel the energy, like anybody could feel it, put their hands over the dantian and feel that there's heat radiating from that one spot. Anybody could. Once it's hot, not just you. It's not just in your head. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so go to the crown chakra again. Up here. And now that everything's open and flowing, you're going to bring that energy back down through the crown, through the third eye, through the throat, and it's going to start to separate down the shoulders. The energy is going down the shoulders. This gold or white light. Down the elbows. Make sure your elbows aren't bent in. Into the wrists, in the palms, and the fingertips. And now that energy is flowing completely. Heaven, earth, human energy is what they call it. Chenjin Kyun in Korean. My teacher, the teacher I followed with Taoism was Korean, so she taught, her master was Korean, so I learned Korean. Okay, and then with that, go back to your inner eye of the dantian, the second chakra. Just breathe into it through all three channels, through the center of the earth channel coming up, through the higher self coming down into that area, and then the area is coming to the hands. Breathe in through all those channels into the dantian, so in through the palms, into the second chakra, and then out, down into the earth. Everything down into the earth. So everything's going inhale, exhale, down into the earth. If it's confusing, just do it the way that makes sense to you. That's good enough. So at the same time, breathing earth energy from the earth up into the second chakra, through the bum into the second chakra. At the same time, you're going to be breathing in the crown, down through the body into the second chakra, as well as in through the palm. You have energy meridians here, making sure the arms and joints are loose so the energy can flow. You're going to also be at the same time breathing that in, down and through the second chakra, and then exhaling everything down into the earth to be recycled. You can do that. Let's do it for a few breaths, quietly, and go. That ha sound at the back of the throat, we do it in yoga often. That helps if you can feel the energy to push and clear the energy. The more you practice clearing your energy, the more you will sense energy that is not yours, that is separate from yours. Your nervous system grabs onto other people's energy or grabs onto other people's emotions. It's almost like we're all like little antennas, radios, right? And we're grabbing onto theirs and we're holding it unconsciously. This is how you become conscious of it. So let's do this again. Focus. The main focus is the breathing into the channels, but very important to focus on the dantian. If it's too hard to breathe into all the channels, just focus your inner eye on the dantian and just breathe in and out. In and out. I would also recommend trying to do increments of 3, and you can count 1, 2, 3 for your inhale, 1, 2, 3 for your exhale. So if you do this all the time, if you get comfortable with doing this seated, practice it for 5 minutes a day. And then after that, that was a hummingbird. After that, practice it for 10 minutes a day. Give yourself like a time period. Make it small, you don't have to push yourself. Don't make it a year. Make it for 2 days or 5 days. I'm going to do 5 days for 5 minutes. That's achievable. And 5 minutes might be a lot for you, but it's going to wake up your brain. You're going to notice even that 5 minutes, 10 minutes, you're going to be more alert, more focused, more awake, more conscious. And you're going to begin to become spiritually conscious. You're waking up your other sensories. We have more sensories than just taste, smell. See, there's a hummingbird right by me. We have way more sensory than that. And it's just about resensitizing, waking up to them, understanding them so we can become aware of them, because they're sensories that our busy lives don't really use, right? So but they're very important. So do this, practice, and you will grow. You'll become aware of your emotional patterns. You'll become aware of your psychological patterns. Though if this triggers flashbacks, say memories of an abusive childhood or relationships that failed or work where you got hurt, injured, or fired, anything that comes up that worries you, the fear of not being able to pay rent next month, anything like that comes up, then what you will do is you're gonna use your nose and go 2 big inhales so your lungs are full, and then with pursed lips, skinny lips, thin lips, you're gonna exhale very slowly. Till your lungs are empty, and you do it 2 to 3 times. So with that, I hope this meditation helps you. I hope this brings you some new awareness and some tools in your pocket. You can come back to this. You can relearn it. We can try it again without the extra talking. And it's raining now and I'm going to practice my yoga. So this is how I start my day. This is what I do when I'm walking, grocery shopping, talking to other people, going for a run, a hike. Anything I do, it's important to grow that energy and that inner awareness so that I don't steal energy from others and I don't take on energy from others. Though it still happens, it gives us the awareness to release what's not ours, right? So namaste. Thank you for watching and listening. I hope you have a beautiful, blessed day, and remember to be very kind and loving to yourself and then therefore to others, okay? Love and light. Thank you.